sausages. Silly sausages. Guys, welcome back to Plant-Based Face Off. I know Veganuary's over, we've done that, but the reality is we don't stop eating. We need to keep going. And so I've done that this week, and I'm taking on sausages. There are loads of different brands of sausages you can get for veggies and vegans. For some reason, I don't really know. So it's quite tough choosing these three, but there are reasons behind every single one of them. First up, we have Richmonds. I've got more recommendations for these than I've got for anything else so far. It looks as though Richmonds have just decided to make their own sausages again, but without meat. So I'm interested to see how these turn out. Second up, we have Like Meats, Like smoked sausages. Now, I like the sound of smoked sausage, and I like the sound of like. And if you like and like sausage, then this has got to be for you. Third and finally, we have Future Farm back again. We tried their burgers, they were good, and now I'm going to take on the sausages. Now, the reason I chose these over some of the other ones that were suggested and some of the others I saw in the shop, they look the most legit. They look like actual sausages, and to me, that always makes me think, oh, they must be exactly the same. Doesn't always prove to be that way. We're going to find out. Now, all of these available in a local supermarket, ranging from around £2 to £4. For all of these three, you treat them just like normal sausages. You whack them in a pan with a little bit of oil, wait till they look good, and then you munch away. Now, I was going to go bareback on this one because they're all sort of slightly different types of sausage, but I'm actually going to go for a hot dog style meal. I'm going to try the sausages on their own first, bareback, but then I'll also have it in the context of a hot dog, probably with some nice ketchup. So it's the Richmond, cooked up relatively like a sausage, but maybe a bit more crispy around the outside. Maybe I did it for too long. I thought I was doing it to the instructions. And then on the inside, it looks rather meaty. I'd say that's basically a sausage, just looking at it. Doesn't look too bad. Now to taste it, bareback. I'd say it's 90% of the way there to tasting like a normal sausage. To the squeeze, it feels quite firm, but biting through it is a bit softer than maybe an actual sausage is, and obviously it's missing those little bits of fat. See, I'd say like this, someone would have to tell you, oh, by the way, it's a vegetarian sausage, before you knew. If someone just gave it to you in this form with a bit of ketchup in a bun, you would not know. It tastes a lot like just the original Richmonds one. They've done what they set out to do. They wanted to make a Richmonds exactly the same, but that didn't actually have meat in it. And I would say they've done it. Fair play, Richmonds. Fair play. Do you know what? Fair play. Next up, it is the Like Meat, Like smoked sausage. To try it raw. So in terms of texture, they've done quite a good job making it just like a sausage. There's even bits you can sort of see. They've tried to replicate those bits of fat you get. In terms of flavour though, not as smoked as it smells while you're cooking it up. It does taste sausagey, and like I said, the texture, you'd be hard pressed to even know that it's not a real sausage. But in terms of taste, it just feels like it's lacking something. It needs a bit more paprika or Cajun, or, I mean, I'm just reeling off all the spices I know, you know. But let's have some more and double check how it tastes. I know you can probably hear the fan on. I've needed that on because it's bloody smoky in here. I'd say this is a lot more suited to a hot dog. It's more of a hot dog sausage. As I'm sort of eating my way through this, there's not more flavour coming out, which is what I was hoping for. You think of smoked, you think of flavour. There's not as much as I was hoping for. But for texture, do you know what? Number 3 is Future Farm. Back again, but this time with their sausages. So this one cooked up quite like a sausage, certainly to start with. The skin around the outside, you know when you want to prick it because you can see all the fat inside like bubbling up just underneath the skin? That's what this was doing. So I don't know what they've put in there to make it do that. But as you can sort of see, the skin on the outside, it is quite legit to be fair, but it's gone a bit of a different colour to what you'd normally expect from a sausage. So texture, it's got bits in it that are a bit chewy, like the fat that you'd expect to get in a sausage. In terms of flavour, I might have to check the pack, make sure it's definitely not meat. That is so close, that is ridiculous. This is the sort of meat alternative you write home about. You get a postcard. Hi Mum and Dad, haven't seen you for ages because of lockdown. Guess what I had for dinner? Or you just send it on WhatsApp in a picture because it's 2021. Very, very impressed by Future Farm sausages. So where the like meat sausage was a bit more like a Frankfurter, the Richmond was more like a Richmond, a bit of a traditional bangers and mash sausage. It sort of slots in the gap. It can work as a hot dog. It will work with a bit of mash. It will work just downing it in one. It's multifaceted, a multifaceted sausage. There's something you don't hear every day. I'm happy with this week. All of those, you could convince me, were legit sausages. All of those tasted good. But you know the rules for plant-based face-off. There can only be one winner. So I can reveal the winner of plant-based face-off sausages is Future Farm sausages. Amazing taste. The texture was, honest, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. It was the most meaty thing I've had probably since that Beyond Burger, which if you haven't seen, check out my burgers episode. Any more suggestions for what you would like me to try, to rate, to test on your behalf? Just leave me a comment, send me a DM, and I will do it.